So you're thinking about moving to Park City, Utah, and you want to know what some of the things that you should know when living there? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you the top 7 things that you need to know when living in Park City, Utah, and I'm getting after it right now. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Greg Spackman. I'm with the Living in Salt Lake City channel. So if you want to learn everything about what it's like to live here, eat here, sleep here, play here in the Salt Lake City and Park City area, then please click the subscribe button and click the little bell to be notified every time I do new videos. I've been getting a ton of people that are just like you that are reaching out to me about moving here to the Park City area, and I absolutely love it. So please give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. Days, nights, weekends, I've got your back if you're moving here. Number 1 on the list, Park City has world-class skiing. You've probably already skied here or snowboarded here at Park City or Deer Valley or the soon-to-be brand new ski resort called Mayflower that's going to open in 2024. That's super exciting, but you have world-class skiing and snowboarding. Everything that you need to do in the snow can be done out of Park City, and that's one of the big reasons that people are moving to Park City is because of the snow. They absolutely love coming here in the wintertime, and they just want to live here year-round. Number 2 on the list, and this is a biggie, maybe you already are aware of this, but you should be aware that Park City has great schools according to niche.com and great schools. While I can't steer in any way in this video about the schooling here and how great it is, here are the stats, and that I can share with you and give you my honest opinion. All right, so here is niche.com rating of the schools. We have A for Park City High School, A for McPollin School, A for Parley's Park School, or A- for Midway School, A- for Ecker Hill School. So these schools are really, really high rated. They're all A's. And then if we look at great schools, we have McPollin, they have it an 8 out of 10. Jeremy Ranch, 7 out of 10. Parley's 7 out of 10. The other two, 6 and 4. So the 4 is not great. However, I have not heard anything negative about the schools, and everybody that I've talked to has said the schools are really, really good in Park City. So those are kind of the ratings for the schools, and they are fabulous. You're going to have great schools moving to Park City, Utah. So just know that that's a thing. There's also some private schools. I know people with little kids that put their kids in the Montessori school that's there, and that they've told me is really, really good as well. But just know schools are great in Park City. The number 3 reason on the list is the livability, and the livability in Park City is awesome. You have everything that you need in Park City, and if you don't, it's not far away, but just know that your quality of life in Park City is really high. It does get a little stressful and overcrowded during the wintertime when everyone comes to go skiing and snowboarding, especially when we get great snow like we had this year. It was nuts with the amount of people because of how much snow. However, that's definitely worth it for you to put up with for everything that you get in living in Park City, Utah. But I would highly recommend, if this is kind of what you want, a mountainous resort type town that's close to a major city but not too far from one. It fits perfectly. It's 45 minutes into Salt Lake City, so you are in a great area as far as that goes. Number 4 on my list is the airport. The Salt Lake City airport is 45 minutes away. It was recently upgraded. They added new terminal and added new flights out of that, and it has direct flights to many, many cities. Delta is a major airline here, so you're probably going to be flying Delta or Southwest. I've flown both. Delta has a lot of nonstop flights. When I would fly elsewhere back to Nashville, I'd get my nonstop flight to fly to Nashville. Has flights into LA. It's super nice to get into, super convenient. They have their own little parking lot for people to wait while they are picking you up. And then when you get off the plane, you just walk over and you're going to tell them, like, I'm at 4C, and then they can just pick you right up at the curb at 4C. So it's super, super nice. They have a separate area for the Uber and Lyft area, so you're not going to be hanging out with them if you're flying in and taking an Uber or Lyft, and that's super cool as well. It is a great airport. It has some great food in it that we don't have elsewhere. Like right now, there's no Panera Bread anywhere else. They are building one in Riverton, which It's going to be cool once that's open if you're a Panera Bread fan, but right now you can only get it at the airport. Makes no sense to me why. And then they have a pickup sticks if you've ever eaten that Chinese food before, which is pretty decent for like a fast food or takeout style Chinese food, but it's good. And they have that at the airport. So I will get that when I fly out every single time. They also have Burger Shack. If you've tried that, that's pretty good food as well. But the airport surprisingly has good food, and you wouldn't think that from an airport. There's also the Heber Airport, so if you have your own private plane or friends have private planes, you can fly into that, and that's 20 to 25 minutes away from Park City, and you can store your plane there. So that's super awesome as well. Number 5 is my favorite reason for living in Park City, and that's the outdoors. There's really no place like Park City anywhere in the world. It's awesome. They have world-class mountain biking that you can do here. So if you're a mountain biker, you can do all of that. I've talked about the skiing and snowboarding, but you have that. 2 of the best resorts. The new one will help alleviate some of the stress on the other 2 that are coming when it's available. Do you fish? Well, you have some awesome fly fishing that you can do here, as well as fishing at Jordanelle Reservoir and some of the other reservoirs that are nearby. So if you're a fisherman, that's a great thing that you can be able to do. Want to do things on the lake? Well, Jordanelle is 15 minutes away. It's a little chilly, but it's not too cold that you can't enjoy it. It's nice when it's warmer out, and it's when it's in the hottest point of the summer. So it makes it super nice to enjoy that then, but it's still a little chillier than some of the other places that you can enjoy water sports. But you know, you can paddleboard and canoe and kayak and take your boat and then pull people in your inner tube or water ski, do all of that sort of thing on Jordanelle, and it's awesome. You can also camp there if you want to camp, and then you can picnic that's there. You can do just a ton of different things around Jordanelle, but Jordanelle is one of the top reservoirs that we have. Do you want to snowshoe? You can go out snowshoeing. You can backpack. Everything that you can do in the outdoors is really nice in Park City because of the weather that Park City has. So you can do all the winter stuff. And then the spring, summer, and fall, you can do a ton of different things when the snow is gone. And that's pretty much the outdoor. Shopping. So Park City used to not be known for any sort of shopping. It's now added a bunch of different shops to shop at. Heck, they have a Best Buy there, and we had to go there to get a CPU. My son wanted an AMD processor, and the Park City location was the only one that had it in stock. So we drove up to Park City, got it at Best Buy. Kind of a unique setup of the Best Buy where you park and go into it. You can let me know what you think about that. But they have a ton of different shops that are there in Park City. There's restaurants, some good places to eat. So if you want any other thing, you got Salt Lake City, that's 45 minutes away. So you're not far enough away that it's a pain in the butt to go do and shop and eat and everything else that's not in Park City that you're going to be able to take advantage of. So that's number 6 is the shopping. Number 7 is nightlife. And while Park City is not great for nightlife, you got Salt Lake City, once again, that's 45 minutes away for you to enjoy everything. However, I think you're going to find after spending time and living in Park City, Utah, that you're going to not care as much about the nightlife, not really care about being out till 2 a.m. That's sort of like when I went to Maui the first time, back when I was 30, and we went and we wondered why everything kind of shut down at 9 or 10 p.m. Why wasn't stuff open till late? Why weren't people partying like we're on vacation? And then you find out that you get up at 5 or 6 in the morning and you're doing stuff all day outside, from snorkeling and scuba diving and riding on boats and just hanging out at the beach. All of that is during the day. And by 8, 9, 10 p.m., you're exhausted and you want to go to sleep so you can start everything over the next day. Well, I think that's what you're going to be doing in Park City as well. You're going to be enjoying all the great stuff that you can do outdoors, that you don't necessarily need that nightlife. There are some bars and restaurants that are open later that you can definitely go to. And, you know, as a local, you'll get treated a little bit better than a tourist once they figure it out that you live there. So that'll be nice as well for you. Those are my top 7 things about living in Park City, Utah. If you're thinking about moving to Park City, Utah, I'd love for you to give me a call, send me a text, heck, shoot me an email. I'd love to chat with you on your journey here to Park City, Utah. Until next time, be rad.